associated, understood as part of the tourist industry. So that in our regard, it's not that we have some specific goal of visitors or mandated level of economic activity, but that we ferment the knowledge, the microeconomic activity, and the preservation of these goods and of these infrastructures. And already today, many of these infrastructures have very large social events that are part of their annual characteristics, such as the famous Black Christ of Portobello and the famous annual event in the Macarena Parita. Again, all these events exist. All we are doing is really focusing them so that the microeconomic activity collateral to it and the preservation of these historic landmarks is maintained so that a natural growth structure of economic activity associated with that sustaining history will optimize. And some will be greatly successful, some will be modestly, some may be very little. But by creating the platform and creating the environment and creating the knowledge base and creating the communication infrastructure, we will optimize what available interest there is in these areas.
Do you want to take a break?
No.
Okay. Why is the slogan for Castilla y Oro, the path of Santiago does not end in Compostela?
Well, I won't say that it's the slogan of Castilla y Oro. I'd say that the path of St. James, the apostle, not ending in Iberia, and that it ends here. It talks a lot about the discovery of America by Europeans brought Christianity and to this region, and that religious tourism is a very important part of tourism within the historical and cultural sense. And today, millions travel the path of St. James from Germany to northern Spain to the place known as Santiago de Compostela. And so in having people realize that the evangelism that St. James brought to Iberia was then brought by Christopher Columbus to Castilla del Oro in the 15th, 16th century, gives them an opportunity to come and continue that pilgrimage that is so much a part of the tradition of Europe, where its continuance was felt, which was in the 15th century in Castilla del Oro.
What religious tourism sites does Castilla del Oro promote?
Well, the religious sites that Castilla del Oro has interest in and is developing are those that were established during the time of Castilla del Oro, which include Portobello, San Lorenzo, both of them having, Portobello having the Black Christ and San Lorenzo being named after San Lorenzo. Additionally to that, you have the Cathedral of San Francisco, which was built in the 16th century and is probably the best representation of architecture and religious artwork from that period in the country. Additionally to that, there is the event of the Atalaya pilgrimage, which occurs, and also the Cristo de Esquipulas, which also occurs in Antón. And the whole entire festivality of Holy Week in the central provinces of Panama is a very participative, where literally everybody migrates from the capital of Panama, and millions of devotees go to different places. And in that sense, there's also the Passion of Christ, which is celebrated, the Corpus Christi. And so, again, to really talk about the interest of us in religious tourism is a very vast field with a lot of very organized and traditions established. And what we're going to do again is provide an information channel, provide descriptiveness, provide education, so people can understand how much this is a a living force today in the fabric of the societies of Castilla y Oro in the central provinces of Panama.